A mountain carved from the top down, with details that even modern machines cannot replicate. And yet it is said to have been made over 1,000 years ago by hand. Does anyone still believe we know everything about our past? Indian culture, with a history that dates back at least 5,000 years, holds secrets that continue to intrigue and challenge modern understanding. When we think of advanced civilizations, we often look for traits that resemble our own. But the past may conceal forms of sophistication we do not yet recognize. The monumental excavation of Kailasa in the Allora Caves, meticulously carved from a single massive rock, raises a fascinating question. Could this masterpiece really have been created by human hands alone? There exists a seal depicting a figure that resembles the god Shiva. This architectural landmark, built in the 8th century under the patronage of King Krishna of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, is a monument of devotion, art and engineering skill that seems almost superhuman. We face a major mystery with megalithic sites around the world that we do not fully understand. With its detailed sculptures and massive scale, the Kailasa Temple sparks a compelling debate. Was this enormous structure really built using the primitive tools of the time, or does it show signs of an advanced civilization, possibly one beyond our earthly knowledge? Some suggest extraterrestrial involvement. I do not think that is the answer, but who knows? Hidden in the basalt hills of Maharashtra, the Allora Cave complex is an architectural marvel of ancient India, dating from 600 to 1000 CE. These caves house a remarkable blend of Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain heritage. Among them, Cave 16, known as the Kailasa Temple, is the site's highlight. Historically known as Verul, its location along ancient north-south trade routes was key to its development. The Kailasa Temple, the largest monolithic rock excavation in the world, showcases the advanced engineering and architectural skills of the 8th century. This temple was not built, but carved from top to bottom out of a single massive rock, requiring meticulous planning and execution that reveal the capabilities of its creators. There are unexplained questions about our past that today's educational system does not address. Under the patronage of King Krishna, the first of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, the temple was commissioned around the mid-8th century. King Krishna I, also known as Krishna Ranam, initiated this ambitious project to emulate the sacred Mount Kailash, the mythological abode of Lord Shiva. The temple served not only as a place of worship, but also as a demonstration of the Rashtrakutas' power and artistic ambition. During the British colonial expansion in India, British officers often undertook expeditions for leisure and exploration. It was during one of these excursions that the vegetation of Maharashtra, which had concealed the Allora Caves for centuries, finally revealed one of India's most important archaeological discoveries. Many archaeological findings are not the result of targeted searches. In the year 1819, the caves, untouched and preserved as if sealed in a time capsule, were accidentally discovered by Captain John Smith and his party. Smith's discovery was not merely the unearthing of a lost site. It was a revelation that showcased India's rich and ancient civilization, which had flourished long before European powers arrived in the region. When Smith entered the caves, he was confronted with the grandeur of India's past, a cultural heritage left intact that revealed the nation's historical depth and complexity. However, Captain Smith left behind more than the memory of his discovery. In an act now regarded as historical vandalism, he carved his name and the date into a pillar within Cave 10. At the time, such actions were common among explorers. Explorers often left marks to show they had been to certain places. Although this is frowned upon today, those marks remain a record of the European discovery of the site and fuel debates about heritage preservation versus historical traces of colonial exploration. Following the accidental discovery of the Allora Caves, there was renewed interest, leading to further explorations and organized excavations. The Archaeological Survey of India, established in 1861, took on the task of excavating and preserving these ancient sites. Its efforts were crucial in maintaining the structure and historical accuracy of the caves, which were vulnerable to the passage of time and increasing tourism. Early explorers and scholars such as James Burgess and Ghulam Yazdani led detailed studies and documentation efforts. They catalogued the sculptures, iconography, and architectural styles in reports and books that remain valuable resources for Indological studies. This comprehensive documentation helps ensure that the Allora Caves, including the Kailasa Temple, continue to be understood and appreciated not merely as monuments, but as gateways to India's illustrious past. The Kailasa Temple, also known as Cave 16 of the Allora Caves, stands as an incredible testament to ancient rock-cut architecture. This awe-inspiring temple was carved from a single massive rock, rather than built from the ground up like traditional structures. This method required immense labor and careful planning, involving hundreds or even thousands of workers over several generations to remove approximately 200,000 tons of rock. Ancient cultures around the world believed in the existence of a prehistoric advanced civilization. The Kailasa Temple symbolizes Mount Kailasa, the mythical abode of Lord Shiva, suggesting that the architects sought to create a celestial residence on Earth. This intent is evident in the temple's grandeur and intricate design, which features multiple levels, adorned with sculptures and statues depicting stories from Hindu mythology, particularly centered on Lord Shiva. Compared to the ancient city of Petra in Jordan, which is famous for its rock-carved facades, the Kailasa Temple goes further. It is not just a facade, but a fully excavated structure with complex vertical detailing, making its interior just as spectacular as its exterior. While the interiors of Petra are simpler, the Kailasa Temple is richly detailed, featuring multiple levels, columns, and ornate ceilings that reflect Hindu religious themes. The construction of the Kailasa Temple also faced major challenges, such as maintaining structural stability while removing large volumes of rock. The architects and engineers of the time had a deep understanding of geology and engineering, creating an intelligent drainage system to prevent water accumulation and erosion during the region's heavy rains. In addition, the strategic positioning of the openings allows natural light to illuminate the temple's interior, enhancing the spiritual and aesthetic experience of visitors. The layout also facilitates air circulation and the movement of devotees during religious ceremonies. These fascinating aspects of the Kailasa Temple, along with the mysteries surrounding its construction, have inspired various theories about its origins and the techniques used in its design. Some theories suggest extraterrestrial influence or advanced ancient technologies, while others speculate about a network of secret chambers. However, most scholars believe the construction of the temple was within the human capabilities of the time, using common rock-cutting techniques that were already employed in India before its creation. Another intriguing theory involves the possible existence of tunnels and secret chambers beneath the temple. Local legends suggest they might have been used for religious ceremonies or as escape routes during invasions. However, detailed archaeological investigations have not yet confirmed these claims, and the rocky terrain of the area makes this idea unlikely. The alignment of the Kailasa Temple with celestial bodies is yet another theory. Some believe the temple was designed to align with certain stars or planets to harness cosmic energies during significant astronomical events, such as solstices and equinoxes. Although remarkable celestial alignments exist in other ancient sites, concrete evidence linking the Kailasa Temple to these events has not yet been found. These theories continue to spark curiosity and academic debate, and the importance of preserving this monumental site is clear. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Kailasa Temple is part of ongoing preservation efforts to protect its detailed carvings and magnificent structures from natural elements and modern tourism, ensuring that this ancient wonder can be appreciated by future generations. Standing before the Kailasa Temple, we are forced to reconsider what we truly know about our origins. A colossal structure carved from the top down with details that challenge even today's technologies. How could a civilization more than 1,000 years ago accomplish such a feat? Was it solely the result of human hands driven by faith and brilliance, or is there something more hidden in the unwritten pages of history? As we admire this monumental work, perhaps the most important question is not how it was made, but why we insist on ignoring the clues the past has left us. The Kailasa Temple is more than carved stone. It is a silent reminder that there are entire chapters of humanity we still do not know, or prefer not to acknowledge. Thank you for watching. And now YouTube is recommending 2 videos just for you. And I'm sure you'll be amazed as well. Click and continue this journey with us.